First of all, thank you all for coming. This is a big day for Nashua. We're opening our first community center here, right here in Crown Hill, one of our traditional neighborhoods. And it is designed, of course, to help the kids and the families at Dr. Chris' school and the families in this neighborhood. Now, before we go further, I would like to introduce you, make sure you know about all the public officials that are here. Alderman June Karen, where is she, from Ward 7? Oh, there she is right here. June has lived in French Hill her entire life and now has been on the Board of Aldermen, not French Hill, Crown Hill, sorry, sir. Lived in Crown Hill her whole life and now has been the Ward 7 Alderman for 6 years. So very happy to have you here, and she's been really instrumental in making this a possibility. Marianne Malizzi-Golia from Ward 8 is from the Board of Aldermen, and I think that's all the members of the Board of Aldermen we have. But we also, of course, have Dr. Mosley from the school board, from the school department, and from the school board we have Howard Kaufman, we have Sandra Ziem right here, and Dottie. Where's Dottie? Dottie over here, yes, Dottie Oden. And state reps, we have Suzanne over here, Suzanne Harvey. We have, I think I saw Esther Boris, at least she's a former state rep right here. And do we have any other state reps? Oh, Latha, of course, Latha Manjaputi from Ward 8. Anyway, those are some of the public officials. Now, Kim is going to introduce you to all the committee members because they have worked incredibly hard to make this possible over many months, starting with the MBK initiative, which we launched over a year ago, probably in the spring of 2016. All these people have worked tirelessly for all those months to make this possible. But before we begin, or before we actually cut the ribbon, because so many people have contributed to this success, I wanted to make sure that we hear from some of the people that are really going to be instrumental in making this a success going forward. And one of them was, of course, Dr. Mosley, who is a great leader for our school department. He has done wonders already in the few months that he's been here. He held an assembly for all employees, teachers, staff, which was fantastic. So I wanted to ask Dr. Mosley to say a few words.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today on a Saturday. It's a beautiful weather out here. I just wanted to thank everyone in the community and thank everyone on the board and the mayor for all of their work on this beautiful community center. It's for the kids. It'll always be for the kids, but also it'll be for the next generation of kids that come through this neighborhood. So it just epitomizes community, and just thank you for all your hard work and dedication to the kids of the Nashua Public Schools and to the community. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right, well, thank you very much. And of course, we have June, Crown Hill, member of the Board of Aldermen. We hope she'll say something.
Thank you. I think this is a wonderful event. I remember when this was the Civil Defense building way back when we used to hide under our desks. So this is a real turnaround, and I know the kids will really enjoy it, and I'm proud that it's in Ward 7 and part of Dr. Chris' community. Thank you.
Now, June, as I said, has been really important in getting this off the ground, and this is the perfect neighborhood. I also wanted to thank the Nashua Fire Rescue. Where's Brian Rhodes? Is he here? He was here. I don't know. He's the assistant fire chief and all of our firefighters for coming out and bringing the apparatus. You know that, of course, this used to be a fire station. This building was a stable, and this was replaced by the other building, which was built in 1945, which has subsequently been replaced by the East Hollis Street Fire Station. So this was previously a ballet studio, but now has been repurposed for the community center. But the person who's most responsible for all this is Kim Kleiner, who I hope will come up here. So the MBK initiative, she was the driving force behind that, and the follow-on community center, which we're opening today. Now, I've got a proclamation and which a recognition which Kim didn't know about, and we're going to have a plaque inside that's going to recognize Ms. Kleiner and all of the members of the committee who have done so much to make this possible. But we could not have the plaque today because Kim would have had to order it, and then she would have known about it. So we'll do that as a follow-on. So the recognition says, considering that on May 2nd, 2016, I, Jim Donchis, announced Nashua's acceptance of the White House initiative, My Brother's Keeper Community Challenge. And considering that since then, the city has begun developing a strategy for improving the life outcomes of all young people to ensure they can reach their full potential, regardless of who they are and where they came from, or the circumstances into which they were born. And considering that, one of the major initiatives of the city has been to meet that goal. In meeting that goal is the Arlington Street Community Center, which of course we're opening today. Located near the Dr. Norman Crisp Elementary School, the community center will bring educators, families, and community partners together and offer a wide range of opportunities, support, and services to Nashua's children, their families, and the community. Considering that Kim Kleiner provided the leadership, collaborative efforts, and many hours of labor needed to complete the project, though she would be the first to say that the project was a community effort, without Kim, the community center couldn't have been possible. Accordingly, I, Jim Donchis, Mayor of the City of Nashua, do hereby recognize Kim Kleiner for her efforts in developing the Arlington Street Community Center. So thank you very much, Kim. So Kim is going to say a few words and introduce you to the members of the committee.
So the mayor's completely right. This was a total community effort, and so many people were involved in this. The building, when we started, was in rough shape, so I want to make sure that our building department at City Hall, Jay Honeywell, Jen Deshays and Risk, they put in hours and hours and hours painting, redoing floors, putting up lighting. There were 2 pages of lists of things that needed to be done, so I want to make sure that they're recognized for all the work they did. It's a 3-person department, and they handled 12 city buildings, so you can imagine how throwing this into the mix worked. But we have everyone up here gave countless hours. Barbara Costa from Lamprey Health really helped put together the event you're about with so many other members. Kurt, I see you from the Boys and Girls Club over there. Sean Nelson from PAL. Rachel Rendena from Discover Dance. Gloria Timmons from the NAACP. Linda Gathright from OBU. Sandra Ziem from the Board of Education. Deputy Chief Carignan from the National Police Department. Joe Manzola from the YMCA, Jane Marquis from the Adult Learning Center, of course, Sherry Fulton, the principal of Dr. Chris. Carol Baldwin from the Adult Learning Center, Joe Boston from Maverick Technical, Jen McCormick, Director of National Public Libraries, and Bobby Bagley, Director of National Public Health. And did I get everyone? I hope. This board has worked so tirelessly putting this together, including painting and everything else. So we hope that the community enjoys it. Oh, and Pedro, who's in front of me from our office.
So why don't we go ahead and cut the ribbon? So, ready? We usually do a countdown, so why don't we count? 10, 9, 8, 7,
Very nice.
So the first one in is going to be June.
We have a number of rooms here on the first floor when you walk in. This room is primarily for our older students. You'll see it set up with tables and chairs. It'll be a programming room. So this is our brand new computer room, and thank you to the Board of Aldermen who put in some capital money. We have 7 computer stations set up in here for members of the community to use. Also, there's software for kids to use for educational purposes. We have a Chrome cart with 12 Chromebooks that will also be used to go into the programming rooms for different programming that will be happening here. So this is the third room on the first floor of the community center, and this is our smaller child room. You can see it's set up for preschool age children, and starting on Tuesday morning, this will be the room that they'll use for a parent and child preschool that will be running from 8 to 10 on Tuesdays and Thursdays here, and everyone is welcome. This is the second floor of the community center, which is a large room that we hope to use for yoga, Zumba, dance classes. Rachel Rendena from Discover Dance has been helping set up this area of the community center, including some programming ideas for it. It really has been a team effort by everybody on the board. The YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club, the Adult Learning Center, everybody's pitched in with different ideas for programming, including the staff to do it. So we're really happy, and this is the best thing to see the center used for exactly what it's meant to do.